Waiting, go. Yes. How you doing? This is the Your Book, Your Voice coffee chat. Glad you're here. I'm Robert A. Lane. I am an audiobook coach and producer specializing in helping nonfiction authors narrate your own audiobook in your own voice. It's a great thing. We have a great topic for you on coffee chat today. Gonna, again, recheck my connections. I think everything's good. Looks good. Welcome Instagram, welcome YouTube, welcome LinkedIn. Thank you for joining. Glad you're here. This is an open forum coffee chat I like to do live every Thursday. You're more than welcome to join in. If you want to share about your nonfiction book, I'd love to hear from you as well. If you have any questions about the audiobook world, that's what I'm here for. I do have a topic today, of course, and it's audiobook. Is your audiobook better than coffee? Your audiobook is your elixir of life, as I like to say. But speaking of elixir, let's just toast to you, all of you, whether you're an author or not, or maybe you're writing your book, or maybe you published a book, or maybe you're just stopping by to say hello. Hello. Well, cheers to you, and just for being an awesome human being. And I'm going to take a nice big swig of this elixir of life. Oh, the cup today is Fox Studios. When I worked at 20th Century Fox, Fox Media Services, Fox Audio Services, and Digital Vault. They had coffee cups made. Why? I don't know, but I still have mine. Pretty cool. All right. Your audiobook is your elixir of life. Your audiobook is your elixir of life. Your audiobook is an elixir of life. It is better than coffee. It's better than tea. It's better than your favorite elixir. Now, hopefully your elixir of life is water is good too, but I hope it's not just sodas and Red Bull and energy drinks. That's not too healthy. So anyway, but your audiobook, right? When you narrate your own audiobook, you're telling your story, you're sharing your knowledge. You are maybe a coach and you're sharing your products. Maybe you're sharing a story about a traumatic experience that you have. I've worked with so many authors who have written memoirs and have told some really compelling stories. But your audiobook, when you are telling your story in your own voice, you are really presenting an elixir of life. Your audiobook is an elixir of life because your audiobook is providing a solution, is providing a resource. It's providing camaraderie with the listener. When you're narrating your own audiobook, that listener feels like they have a direct connection to you. And especially if it's a topic or something that they want to learn about, know about, resonate with, that's a great connection to have. And that's where that listener becomes a fan of yours and will love your author brand. And not only buy your audiobook, but they'll look at your other products, which are your ebook, your paperback, your hardcover, because a lot of people who go and get the audiobook, and when they love that audiobook, they'll buy other formats of your book as well. And that's a great thing from a business standpoint. But you really lock in with that listener. And it is an elixir of life because you are sharing, again, your knowledge, an experience. And there's no one who can share that story and tell that story better than you. That is your elixir. Your elixir is an antidote. When I go out and I do speaking engagements, I got one coming up at Oregon State University at the end of this month. Looking forward to that. But in my keynote speeches and the workshops that I do talk about, in a sense, the elixir of life. Basically, you are providing an antidote with your audiobook because of the story that you're telling. It is an antidote that you're sharing with others. And that antidote is helping somebody else. Maybe you wrote a memoir and you talk about a traumatic experience. Maybe you battled cancer. Maybe you grew up in a toxic home environment and you were a survivor and you overcame adversity. Those are great stories. And that is an elixir of life because you are sharing an antidote for somebody to heal, for somebody else to hear your story and be able to connect and feel like they're not alone. That's a great thing. If you're a coach, maybe you're a life coach or a career coach or maybe a relationship coach or a financial coach, a weight loss coach, nutritionist, whatever it is, you have something very valuable and important to share. And that is your coaching program. That is your knowledge. I had an author, Bridget Boucher, She's really cool. She wrote a book called Money Queen, and she's a financial advisor, basically. She's a chief financial or fractional financial officer, right? CFO? Yeah. Anyway, she wrote a great book, and she's sharing her financial knowledge, and that's a great elixir to help people manage their money. So when you narrate your own audiobook, this is the key, all right? That is the key factor. By you narrating your own nonfiction book, you are sharing your knowledge in your own voice and telling your story in a way that no one else will be able to tell. No one else can express it better than you because it's your story. Especially if you've written a memoir, you have shared a personal story, a life story, okay? You are sharing a life story that no one has lived except you. That's why another narrator can express that better than you, because it's your story. My friend Robert Gaines did post on LinkedIn about tea. That's right, tea. Tea is good. I do drink tea. Tea is elixir of life. Coffee is elixir of life for me. But that's good. Thanks for sharing, Robert. Oh, good stuff. And, by all means, please feel free to comment if you like. If you have a question or comment, you're more than welcome to do that. That's why we do this live, right? So again, you're sharing your knowledge and your elixir of life in your own voice, and no one can tell that story better than you. And that's what makes it so great. That's why you don't have another narrator, especially as a nonfiction author, you don't have another narrator telling your story because they didn't live it. They didn't experience it. And you're putting your author brand behind it. And again, what is an author brand? It's everything that encompasses who you are. Your belief systems, your habits, your personality, your sense of humor, the way you were brought up, all those things. That's what creates your author brand, and that's what people connect to. And when you're telling your story in your own unique voice, that allows you to stand out in a crowd, and people will recognize you, and they will know, oh, that is this person. Oh, this person's great, man. They're a great financial coach, or they have a great story to tell. That's where you create that connection, and that's a great thing. So your audiobook is an elixir of life. It really is, because you're providing an antidote. You're providing a solution. You're providing a way to help others in some fashion by sharing your own story, by sharing your coaching program, whatever it is that your book is about. It is an elixir of life, and that's a great thing. So embrace that concept, okay? Speaking of lives, as we do this coffee chat live, I do want to share with you that every Thursday night I do the Your Book, Your Voice podcast. And tonight, the focus is, or the podcast is called, and the focus is Recipe for Audiobook Greatness. What is that recipe to create audiobook greatness? I'll be diving in to the ingredients of what it takes to create a great audiobook. And not just a great audiobook, one that's so engaging and compelling that your listener is sitting on the edge of their seat from opening credits to closing credits, because that's how great your audiobook is. We're going to talk about that on the podcast tonight. It's on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel. Go to Bold Brave TV, go to the YouTube channel, click, you have those little tabs, you click the live tab, and then you'll see my graphic. That's tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It's live. Again, we do this live. It's not a pre-recorded podcast. Now, the replays, of course, will be on my YouTube channel as well. And, of course, that's not live. But you can join me live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel for the Your Book, Your Voice podcast. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is that you can go to my website, robertlanecoaching.com. As an audiobook coach and producer, again, helping authors narrate their own audiobook. I have an audiobook coaching program, which is called Your Book, Your Voice. You can find out more about it at robertlanecoaching.com. First step is just to book a call. Let's talk about your book. Let's find out about your marketing strategy, and I'll give you all the details to get enrolled in the program. And by the end of the 6-week program, because it's only 6 weeks, I send you the equipment you need to set up your own recording space. We go into the fine art of how to do a great narration. I do all the audio editing for you, because you do have to have post-production editing done to your audiobook to make sure it sounds clean and that it meets all the exact specifications for publication. And then I upload your files for you, right? So you get published on Audible, Amazon, Apple, and maybe some other distribution platforms if that works out for you. So the first step is just booking a call. Let's have a quick conversation, find out about your book, what your goals are, and let's get you enrolled, all right? So you can go to robertlanecoaching.com. Oh, by the way, there are links to booking a call. There is also a link to grabbing your free audiobook narration reference guide. And on Instagram, again, if you go to the link on my profile page, it's a Linktree link. You click on that and it has all the links for everything that I talk about on this coffee chat. So you can grab it there. And I do have a free audiobook narration reference guide with a lot of great, cool little tools and techniques to help you do a great narration. So pick up your copy there. Link in the profile there on LinkedIn and YouTube, of course. You can grab that. And of course, again, I do want to remind you about booking a call. First step, you are an author. This is your brand. Take your book to the next level because the audiobook world continues to grow and expand at an exponential rate. You don't want to miss out on that huge audience. That goes to audiobooks first. Let them discover you. Grab some new fans and followers of your author brand. Create your book, turn it into an audiobook, and make sure that you narrate it yourself because no one can tell your story better than you. So book that call. All right. All right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early here for Coffee Chat. Again, you can go to my website to find out more information about what I do as a coach and producer for audiobooks. Cheers to you again. All right. Remember, your audiobook is your elixir of life because you're providing an antidote for people emotionally, solutions for business, whatever your book is about. It's a great story. You need to tell your story. And it is an elixir of life. So love that. And finally, the last thing that I want to share with you is your assignment. Your assignment is go out there. When you're out and about in the world, smile at a stranger. Say hello to them. Give them a compliment. Because that small gesture of kindness can make the world a difference in somebody's life. So be a life changer. You can be a life changer. And it's a simple step. We walk around in this world with this mask on our face all the time. Big smile. Hey, everything's great. But there's a lot of people who put on the mask, but inside they're hurting in some way. And that act of kindness can really brighten somebody's day. So like I say, be good humans. All right. All right, my friends, we're going to wrap it up. Say goodbye to our friends on YouTube and on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you.